Hey guys, it's Cindy. Today I'm going to be sharing all the books that I got within like the last month. This is my October book haul. So like always, grab a snack, grab you some wine. It's going to be a long video. This is like leftover wine from the last video I just recorded, which was the end of the year book tag. That video is going to go up before this one, so make sure you go check that one out as well. So like always, I have kind of like an array of places that I got books from. I have Book Depository, Book of the Month, Amazon, and Half Price Books. I got some stuff from Book Outlet, but I'm not going to be including it in this haul or else it would be like an hour long. So I think I'm going to do a Book Outlet haul unboxing thing on its own, because it got real this month and there's just too much to go into. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in because this video is probably going to be long as shit enough as it is. So I'm starting off with Book Depository. I got 2 books from Book Depository this month. Okay, so the first book that I ordered from Book Depository was The Good Luck Charm by Helena Hunting, and this is like a second chance love story. It is, I believe, adult. I don't know if it's new adult or adult. No, it's adult because it takes over, like it goes through an 8-year time span of like from when they met to like now. So I hope this is going to be just like a very fast, like out of a slump read. And then the second one is one that came out here in the US, but I actually ended up buying the UK version because I liked the cover a lot more. And that is Fight or Flight by Samantha Young. I just love this cover so much. And all I know about this one is that the main character is a Scotsman, or like the main love interest, so I thought that was different. And I've heard mixed things about this. I've actually heard that a couple people that I like really value their opinions DNF this book, which makes me a little scared. So I hope it's good. But what I don't like about this is this. Like, books shouldn't move as one unit. There should be like blow, like floppy, a brick. Like, I don't like this. And I don't like breaking my spines either, so then from Book of the Month, I actually ended up getting 2 books this month. And I hadn't gotten a book, I believe, last month, so I had like 2 credits, one for this month and one for last month. So it worked out perfect. And the first one is The Proposal by Jasmine Guillory. I read Jasmine Guillory's first novel, which was The Wedding Date, and I really enjoyed that one, so I had to pick up her second one. I believe Book of the Month is the only the only way you can get this book hardcover, because the rest of them are like paperback. So I'm really bummed that my copies aren't going to match each other, but it's perfectly okay. And this features the main character is named Carlos, or the main love interest, and he's actually the best friend of the doctor in The Wedding Date. And the main character in this book actually gets proposed to in front of like 45,000 people at a baseball game by a guy that she's only known for 5 months. So she declines his offer, and as you can imagine, chaos probably ensues because there's like all these people viewing what's going on. So Carlos saves the day, and I think it's going to be really cute. And I love that the main interest in this is named Carlos because my boyfriend is named Carlos, so I think that's really cute. And I'm interested in reading this. He's also like a Spanish doctor, which is really cool because I feel like, one, Hispanic people are never mentioned in books, and when they are never doctors or like any sort of high careers at all, or like white collar jobs. So I'm really interested in this one. I really hope it doesn't let me down. So then the next book is For Better and Worse by Margot Hunt. And so this book really interested me because it was about a married couple, and basically they are lawyers, and they've always talked about like committing the perfect crime. And it's funny because like I watch a lot of Law and Order, so I've always thought about that too, but so they know how to do it perfectly. And word goes around in the school that one of the people in the committee has been convicted of like molesting children, and or I don't know if convicted or just accused. And they end up finding out that it's that her son was one of the victims. So they want to get away with the perfect murder, and I think this is going to be really good and just really dark, so I'm really interested in this one. I'm just going to go into the Amazon books and let you guys know what's new and what's used. So the first thing I got was The Gravekeepers by Elizabeth Byrne. I was going to order this from Book Outlet, and as soon as I was going to place my order, it was sold out, and then when I went to go look again, they had it in stock. But by that time I had already ordered it from Amazon, and I just heard that this is like a kind of like a magical realism book where there's like it's very highly contemporary based, but there's like some whimsy thrown in, and I'm like so about those books right now, so I had to pick this one up. So I picked up a fantasy novel, which was Grace and Fury. I picked this one up used as well, and I'm kind of mad I didn't pick this one up sooner because I actually met the authors at like a panel, but I didn't have the book to get it signed and I didn't want to pay like $20 for it. I'm not really sure what this is about. I just know that it's a sister story and I love anything to do with sisterhood. The next book that I got is actually another used copy, and this is by like one of my favorite authors. I absolutely loved her first work. It's like one of my favorite books of all time, and this is Summerbird Blue by Akemi Dawn Bowman. And I have no idea what this book is about, but I read Starfish, which is her first book, a while ago, and it has like some of the closest representation of what my anxiety is like, and it just got to me. Like, I absolutely loved it, and like the representation was very well done in my opinion, because it's like what I go through. So because of that, I'm totally a fan of her work now, so I had to pick this up. And on a side note, I know that Starfish isn't perfect. Like, it's not a perfect book. I know that there are like issues with the mother-daughter relationship and the whole dynamic in the book, but that's not why I love that book. I don't have any mom issues or anything like that. It's just the fact that how her anxiety is depicted in that book is 100% how I feel, and that is why I love that book so much. But that's a total side note, because I saw somebody talking about it once in the comments in someone else's video, and I just felt like I wanted to defend it to like the end of time. So I got this one by her because I needed to read more from her, and sadly it came with like this ugly ass sticker on it, so I need to find a way to get this off without ruining the book. So I got another adult novel. This is Intercepted by Alexa Martin, and this is like a football love story. I've heard a couple of people talk about it, and I think this is by Berkeley Publishing, which is the same one that published The Proposal and the Wedding Date, so that's honestly what really gravitated my interest towards it. And it's all about a girl that had a previous relationship with an NFL player and how she swears off of them for like the rest of her life, but she ends up falling in love with another NFL player. So I think this is going to be really cute and something to kind of get me out of a slump. I've heard mixed reviews about this one as well. Okay, so the next book I got new off of Amazon, and it came to me in like really shitty condition. This was like before I got Amazon Prime. I just had like regular Amazon, and this is The Deepest Roots by Miranda Acevedo. And as you guys can see, like, it has the deepest fucking crease right there. Like, it came to me completely folded, and I put like 10 books on top of it to try to smush it down, and it's still all messed up. I'm not really sure how to get that out, but if you guys have any tips on how to like get that out, because I don't want to return it, just let me know. But once again, this is like a witchy contemporary book, which I'm trying to find more of because I loved Summer of Salt so much, so I want more of those kind of books. Okay, and then I got Snow and Love, and this has 4 love stories by Melissa De La Cruz, Nick Stone, Amy Friedman, and Casey West. I love Casey West and I love Nick Stone's writing, and it is an anthology but only has 4 stories, so they're a little bit longer than normal, even though this is like a short book. This is the group read for a readathon taking place in December. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it is like a Christmas readathon hosted by like Heather at Bookables, and like Chelsea from Chelsea Darling Reads is one of the co-hosts, so I'll probably be partaking in that readathon and reading this one with them. So next I got a used edition of Beautiful Bastard by Christina Lauren. This is a like really long series written by Christina Lauren, and I haven't heard that many people talk about it, but recently I've discovered Christina Lauren's writing and I absolutely love them. I think they have really good romance novels, so I decided I wanted to pick up the first one to go ahead and get started with the series. If you guys have read this, let me know if you guys have to read it in order, or if you guys can just like, if we can just pick up the books like as standalones, if you guys get what I'm saying, because I'm not really sure on how to read this, but I'm pretty sure this is the first one. So next I have Grace and the Fever by Zan Romanoff. I heard this is a really good like boy band book, and I've heard great things from a lot of different people, and I just can't wait to read this one. Okay, so the next 4 books actually go together because I don't remember if I've hauled all of them. I think I've hauled some of them, but I went to like a book signing event, so these are from like September, maybe end of September or early October, I think. And the first one is Check Please, and this is actually a graphic novel, and this is written by Ngozi Ukazu, and it was like a really cool event, but the signing lines were like ridiculous. So she signed there and drew like his little face, and I mean like this book sold out at the event, so like they couldn't get any more copies, so I'm glad I picked mine up off of Amazon. And then I also got The Boneless Mercies by April Genevieve Tehoki, and I got this one signed as well. She drew a little picture somewhere over here and then signed it. And this was my first time meeting her. Meeting all of these authors actually. But unfortunately I haven't heard that many great things about this after it came out. But I thought it was going to be like a very like kick-ass female inspiring book. But I just don't know. I don't know if I'm going to like it. So then the next book was also from an author that was there, and that is Black Wing Speeding by Alex London. I haven't heard that many people talk about this, but I do follow Adam Silvera on Instagram, and he was like raving about this book, and so I picked it up, which is funny because he actually is like the one that blurbs it on the cover. So he signed that there, and he also had like these little pins, and it said Rise Together, and it has like little falcons or whatever bird that is. And then the last author that I met, I was super excited for. This book is like fucking everywhere and everyone loves it. Like there were people of all ages there to meet this author, like moms, like it was incredible. And it was Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. I'm pretty sure I've hauled this one already, but I did get it signed, so I wanted to show you guys that. Can't find it. And Tomi's line was like ridiculously long, but she was so sweet, and she was just like apologizing for her line and stuff, and it's just kind of like, or for the wait in the line. But like I understand, I anticipated that from like before even getting there. Okay, so the next stack of books are from Amazon. Most of these are new. I think this last stack was from Amazon too, so I mean it's all kind of just like mixed together at this point. So the first one that I got is This Is What It Feels Like by Rebecca Barrow, and this is a new release. I believe this came out this month, and it is just a contemporary, and it is about like a group of girls that want to start a band, which I feel like is going to be just like a lot of fun to read. I haven't heard anyone talk about this, so I don't know if it's going to actually be like a deeper YA contemporary. So the next book is Mammoth by Jill Baguchinsky, and I'm actually bummed because this copy came super fucking dirty, and I think this cover is absolutely beautiful. And this is about a plus size main character, and she's into paleontology, so I think this is going to be really cute. I almost want to return it so I can get a new copy, just so I can get a better looking copy, but like, you know, it's what's on the inside that counts. So the next one is a sequel to a book that I've actually read, which is super exciting because that never happens to me. And that is Arch Enemies by Marissa Meyer. This book is so big. Like, I don't remember if Renegades was this big, but I like flew through it. So I need to read this soon. I'm not sure if this is a duology. I hope it is. And not because I didn't enjoy the other one, because I really, really liked the first one of this. And it was my first Marissa Meyer book I've ever read, so I got this one. Then I got Blanca and Roja by Anna Marie McLemore. I haven't read anything by her yet, but I've heard she has like the best magical realism books, and this is about like girls that turn into wow, this book is tight. Girls that turn into swans or something, and yeah, that's all I know about it, and I'm not even too sure, but I know it has magic interlaced with some sort of contemporary book, which again, I'm really into right now. So this book just came out yesterday, and it is 4321 by Courtney Stevens. This is definitely a darker contemporary. It features a bombing, and I believe the events of this book take place in one day, so there's like a countdown, or not a countdown, but like certain events, and it goes through like what happened that day. So I think this is going to be very heart-wrenching, but I think Courtney Stevens is going to do a really good job at telling this story. So I got 2 Robin Talley books. Her older work, what am I trying to say? Her first book, I think. It is As I Descended by Robin Talley, and then I got, this is not her first book, by the way, because it says Lies We Tell Ourselves at the bottom. And then I got her new book that just came out yesterday as well. By the time you guys see this, it's probably going to be like a week or 2 since it came out. And this is Pulp by Robin Talley. I'm not sure what these books are about, but I believe both of them are on the LGBTQIA spectrum. So, really excited for these. Hopefully I like her as an author. And then I got A Room Away from the Wolves by Nova Renasuma. I haven't heard that many people talk about this, but I've heard that the writing is really pretty. I'm trying to fly through these books because I have like 10 minutes left, and I've been taking a long ass time to talk about them, and I didn't mean to. And next I got To Be Honest by Maggie Ann Martin. This is a used edition, and it features a plus size main character. I heard this book is absolutely like heartbreaking, and once again I got it with like the nasty cover, so I need to get some like Goopy Gone or something and get that off. But it is a heart and a body in the world, and this was supposed to be like New Condition. It's not for those people that are selling it. It's really not. And then I got a middle grade book, which is Ivy Aberdeen's Letter to the World by Ashley Herring Blake. I've heard this is really good. Chelsea from Chelsea Darling Reads absolutely love this one, so I went ahead and picked this one up. Okay, so next I have What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera, and I'm so excited to read this one. I love both of their writing. I haven't read all of their works, but I've read something from both authors, so I'm really excited to read this. I don't know if this is going to be sad because Adam Silvera writes like really sad books, but Becky writes like really cute books, so I think this is going to be really well done. Next I have an adult novel, which is The Simple Wild by K.A. Tucker. I spoke about this in another recent video, but I don't have any idea what this is about still. I just know that it features an Alaskan pilot, and I heard this is like kind of sad. Well, I didn't hear that. I was reading like certain words off the back, and it was like, oh, that kind of seems like it's going to be sad. And I thought this was going to be like a fluffy book, so I was really mistaken. Next, I got an anthology, which is Don't Call Me Crazy, and this is written by 33 different authors, and it has a lot of good authors on it, like Liva Bray, Heidi Hellig, Sean David Hutchinson, Emery Lord, Amy Reed, Meredith Russo, Victoria Schwab, Adam Silvera, and it just sounds like it's going to be amazing. I think I'm going to want to like annotate this and highlight it, and I'm really excited for this, like super excited for this one. I got another like magical contemporary book. I think this one is a lot more fantasy based than like the other ones, and that is Strange Grace by Tessa Gratton. I'm sure everyone knows what this is about. It's like really highly talked about right now, especially for the month of October, because it was like a witchy read, and it features like the perfect boy being sacrificed to the blood moon in order to have like a prosperous year, and a year where like the blood moon comes early, and that causes like total chaos. And it has very good representation from what I've heard, and I'm really excited for this one. I should have read this one last month, but I didn't get around to reading it. And then this is a third book in a series that I'm caught up on. Yes, and it is Two Dark Rains by Kendara Blake. These covers are so pretty, but look how dusty they get. Like, my Amazon book came so nasty. Like, it's like gray and kind of sticky, and this was a new book. I forgot to mention that I got these little pins from the What If It's Us pre-order, which I thought was cute. I've been wanting to get pre-order pins for like a while. I'm gonna fly through these because I have like 5 minutes left on my memory card, and I can't delete anything off of my memory card right now. So I got all of these books from Half Price Books. First of all, I got Before the Devil Breaks You by Libba Bray. I haven't even read the first one, but I own it, and I got this one because it was only $3, and I figure I'm going to get around to the series eventually, even though none of the covers match, and that really bothers me. I got Tiffany Sly Lives Here Now, and this is by Dana L. Davis, and this is about a girl that has like 2 men that are claiming to be her father, and I think this is going to be a really good contemporary. And this was a new copy. Like, Half Price Books, if they have their books sitting on their shelf for quite a while, like the new releases, they'll mark them down to like a really affordable price, which is why I love shopping there. Then this was a new copy there as well, and it is All Out. It is an anthology edited by Sandra Mitchell and it has like a lot of good authors and a lot of like LGBTQIA stories, and I haven't heard that many people talk about this, which is very, very surprising because like I feel like people should be reading this. Then I got another middle grade story, which is Nevermore, The Trials of Morgan Crow. This is the beautiful floppy paperback, and I've heard that everyone says that this gives them major like Harry Potter vibes, and I know that the second one is coming out soon, so I went ahead and picked this one up. Then I got The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein by Kirsten White. I have not read anything by Kirsten White. I do own, I believe, one of her books. Unfortunately, I've heard that this book is not that great, but I still really want to read it because Frankenstein really intrigues me. I feel like it's going to be like a very dark read. Then I got Going Bovine by Libba Bray. I've heard this is a very sad book, but I really wanted to read it because it features someone that has mad cow disease, which I think is really interesting, and I've never read anything like that before. Okay, so I picked up 2 other new releases from Half Price Books. The first is The Lady's Guides to Petticoats and Piracy by Mackenzie Lee. I do own the first one, and I still haven't read it. I'm not sure on which shelf it's on, but I went ahead and picked up the second version so that way I could just marathon both of them. And then the last one is A Very Large Expanse of Sea by Tahira Mafi, and this is a signed first edition, which is what made me pick it up because they were doing like a half off day at my local HPB, or like half off of your most expensive item and like 40% off, so I went ahead and picked up those 2. And then, if you guys didn't know, recently I read my first Colleen Hoover book, and it was All Your Perfects, and I really liked it, and I've heard not so great things about her, but I went ahead and picked up another one of her books, and it is Confess. I don't know what this one is about, but I just want to read more from her because I really liked that book, so I want to read more of her books. These are a couple of clearance books that I found. I got The Outliers by Kimberly McCrate. I don't know what this is. I think it's kind of like a thriller novel, and it was only $3 at HPB. And then this one I'm really excited for. It is Haunting the Deep by Adriana Mather. I don't have How to Hang a Witch, but I really want to get that one too, and this one was only $3 there, and it is like in perfect condition, so I had to pick it up. Then the next few are new copies. I got Perfect 10 by Elle Phillips. Since getting this book, I've heard that it's horrible, and I'm really mad about it, but hopefully I'll have a different opinion about it. And I really just got it because it was like a gay romance, and I was like all about that, but I've heard that the main character is like a horrible person. Then I got Dear Evan Hansen. I actually think I picked this one up in like on Amazon. It might have gotten in the wrong stack. I've heard this is like a very emotional book, and I think this was like made into a movie, or like it's a Broadway play maybe. I don't know, but I heard it's really good, so I picked this one up. 2 more, you guys. So then I have Letting Go of Gravity by Med Letter. This is a YA contemporary that I've heard nothing about as well. It's like a very sad book because it has to do with cancer and like remission and everything. So I went ahead and picked this one up as well. And then the last book that I have is The Second Life of Ava Rivers. And this is kind of one of those like mystery books where somebody has like disappeared for a very long time and then they come back, and it's kind of just like unraveling what actually happened to them for so long and like what was going on for so many years. And I just read Emma in the Night, which features something similar to that, and I really like that one. Okay guys, so we made it with time to spare. Yes, because I'm about to run out of memory. My face is so red from drinking wine. I don't know why wine makes my cheeks so pink like for days after I drink it. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know what was your favorite book that you picked up in the month of October or November. If you guys have read any of these, please let me know which book I need to get to first. I think I'm totally going to do that book outlet video separately because this video is like 30 minutes long. I will talk to you guys next time. I hope you have a great night. I can't tell if I'm blurry or my eyes are just getting blurry because I've been drinking and I'm tired. But I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!